everyone, and welcome back to my Miraculous Ladybug fanfiction recordings. This is episode 4 of The Crowning of a Queen. If you missed the first episodes, click on my channel, and it will take you to those videos, along with all the other videos that I've posted so far. Adrian of Rest. Your Highness, are you in there? Adrian jerked upright in bed. Someone was pounding on his door. Your Highness? The voice grew increasingly panicked. I'm here. Adrian groggily rubbed his eyes. Oh, thank goodness. May I come in? Oh, had to be Nino. Yeah, sure. The door opened. Yeah, it was Nino. Your Highness, it is almost 10 o'clock. The drawn ladies will be down to the Hall of Portraits soon for the one-on-one meeting. Then it's off to breakfast, Nino said. Adrian's eyes widened. He had seen the planes touch down, but it hadn't fully registered. He had been a little preoccupied last night. Adrian fingered his latest accessory, a simple, thick silver band around his middle finger. The door burst open, and Adrian's new butler entered, a little out of breath, carrying a package under his arm. Sorry, Your Highness, the washerwoman is a little late on steaming your new outfit, Plag panted, black hair tousled. Adrian frowned. New outfit? Plag stood straighter. Yes, sir. His Majesty commissioned a new outfit to meet our guests. Oh. This outfit was for the draw. Well, I'll leave you in Plag's hands, then. Nino bowed to Adrian and walked to the door. Adrian scoffed. Nino, how many times have I told you not to bow to me? Nino chuckled as he shut the door behind him. The door clicked and Plag immediately relaxed. Plag was by far the strangest person Adrian had ever met. Not only could he transform into a cat that granted superpowers, but he also had an eccentric personality and a strange desire for cheese. His eyes were a variant of green, so neon, it looked like they were almost glowing. His hair looked normal, sort of. It was shoulder length, pulled into a ponytail at the base of his neck. It looked black at first glance, but when it caught the light, you could see it had a purplish tint. Strange. Adrian smiled and took the outfit from Plag. So, how's being a butler? Plag sighed, leaning against the door. Adrian, I can't do this. I hate this uniform. Adrian laughed. Yes, the finery is a bit dramatic. And I have to speak like an upperclassman, haughty but submissive. And I have to remember, as a butler, I'm in charge of footmen, and basically in charge of them all except for Nuru. Plag groaned. Nuru was King Girbil's butler, and the head butler of Palace Paris. Together with his wife Dusu, head housekeeper and Queen Emily's maid, they kept everything in order in the vastness that was the palace. Nuru and Dusu pretty much ran everything, save for the head chef, Braille. So, you like it? Adrian asked, slipping on the jacket, complete with gold buttons, embroidery, and epaulets. He held out his arms for Plag to critique. The job or your outfit? Adrian laughed out loud, something he hadn't done in a while. I know your opinion on the job, the outfit. Plag grinned, sharp canines barely visible. You look dashing, sir. Plag opened the door for the prince, slipping back into the role of dutiful butler. Remember to smile. Adrian sat on a two-person couch in the middle of the Hall of Portraits, tugging his collar. The first girl had yet to enter. It was hot, and the uniform was stuffy. The door creaked, and Adrian almost groaned in relief. Opening the door let in a blast of cool air. The first girl had long blonde hair and blue eyes. He vaguely remembered her name. Chloe Bourgeois? Her dress was a knee-length chiffon material. It was sunshine yellow, like blinding yellow. She flounced over and sat down. Hey, she said in a flirting tone. Adrian rolled his eyes. He knew her type. Flirty, hoping to win for the power and fame. Not that she cared who he actually was. She wanted the money. Same held true for most of the other girls. Some struck up a conversation, others flirted, some even tried for forwardness. Adrian was disappointed. A few of the girls seemed scared even. There was one girl with purple accents in her hair, that he couldn't even understand. Adrian slouched against the couch, waiting for the last girl. He vaguely remembered her name. Marinette? Marinette! That was her name. The baker girl. The door opened and she stepped through. Adrian sat bolt upright, eyes wide. Whoa. He had never seen anyone like her before. Her hair was interesting, blackish blue that swept around her shoulders. Her dress was standard enough, pink chiffon, knee-length, one knee sleeve around her shoulder. Her earrings were red. Interesting contrast. But her eyes, large and blue like bluebells in the palace gardens, they sparkled as she glanced around the room in awe. Adrian felt himself sweating, and this time it wasn't the heat. She blushed when she saw him, but it looked out of respect rather than attraction. She curtsied gracefully. When she went to climb the steps, she tripped in her heels. Adrian felt his body propelling forward, catching her under the shoulders before she face-planted. She looked up at him, agreeing sheepishly. Sorry. Adrian cleared his throat. It's fine. He released her and she stood up again. She nervously tucked a piece of hair behind her ear. Should we sit? Adrian just her to the sofa. Miranda nodded and sat primly. So, why did you come here? Adrian asked. I didn't, she responded curtly. My mother did. To be honest, I don't want to be here. Would you rather I send you home? Adrian asked, surprised. No, my family's bakery could use the publicity, but I'm not here to fall in love. Adrian raised an eyebrow. Well then, what do you expect our relation to be? Miranda considered this. I could be your friend. How about that? Adrian smiled. I'd like that. Suddenly, loud alarms blared through the room. Adrian stood up. A Kuma attack. Somewhere in the marketplace. Lady Mariposa is at it again. Miranda stood, eyes wide. Okay. Go down the hall to the left and down the stairs to the basement. That's where the safe house is. Adrian directed her. What about you? I'm going to get my cat? Adrian fibbed. Miranda raised an eyebrow. Okay then. She hurried off down the hall. Adrian smiled to himself. Time for Cat Noir to make his first appearance.